So welcome. This is a practice where we're going to hold the posture for 1 minute. There'll be times of transitions, such as a vinyasa, but we will be holding each posture for 1 minute. I have a timer at the bottom of the mat that I can see, and we practice this way today. It's a playful way to explore which posture feel that 1 minute feels long, which posture that 1 minute feels slow. We'll start on our back. Thank you for perhaps setting up a blanket on your mat if you want to be more comfortable. And then also to have at least one block on our back. And as you know, the traditional posture that I really like to begin with is on our back, windshield wipers. This is a yoga practice, so we want to be present with a don't know mind, beginner's mind. As if we had never done this before, we're paying attention to the physical sensation and the energetic aspect within the inner body is guiding us. So arms along the ears and a little bit of windshield wipers. So we're practicing loving kindness, moment by moment, and being very sincere to how the body feels and honoring that. So after a few windshield wipers here for 1 minute, feet wide, knees together, palms flat on the belly, and being with the breath. Being with the movement of the breath on the inside. The inner body is completely relaxed. What may feel nurturing is to create long, even breath or our natural breath. So we can choose our natural breath or a breath that is longer and rhythmic. So that was 1 minute. Let's take the hands behind the knees and we're going to do circles. Let's do circles in, let's do clockwise. We'll do clockwise for 1 minute. So it goes towards the right side. And here sensing how our lower back, hips, that whole region of the pelvis feels. Very nice. So that was 1 minute. We're going to place the feet flat on the mat. We're going to hold bridge for 1 minute. Hands down towards the heels, neutral neck. So once the hips are up, we're keeping the neck and the head quiet. And here, even breath. We're inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose and making that breath just a little longer. Very aware of how the breath moves the inner body. One more breath here. And then hips to the earth. So that was 1 minute. Hands behind the knees. And let's go counterclockwise. Circles, legs together in that circular motion. So to create an even pattern here throughout this practice, making the inhale and the exhale to be same length. So it balances the subtle nervous system. We want the inhalation to be the same duration as the exhalation. And just that in itself is asking us to pay attention and brings us into the present. Very good. So we're taking the feet up in the air and then point and flex the feet to create another layer of evenness. Each posture will be hold for 1 minute. Let's bend the knees, palms press against the upper thighs press against the palms. And you know this from previous practices. Flex the feet, press the palms against the upper thighs, press the upper thighs against the against the palms. And then exhale, release. And we're going for 1 minute. 1 foot down, exhale. Inhale, bring the knee over the hip. And exhale, other side. So for 1 minute, this movement of one leg lower. Inhale brings us back to that starting position. And then second side. Aware of how the muscles are working here to create this movement of the legs. If we need less, bring the feet more up towards the sky. And that was 1 minute. Hug the knees into the chest. We can take the hands behind the knees. Let's do 1 minute of blissful baby posture. So we can hold still, and perhaps at times movement feels more beneficial. Breathing in. Breathing out. Our complete attention could be on the movement of the breath as we keep the body still. Very nice. Hug the knees. So we're going to roll up to a seated position. Perhaps first to the side and then on to sitting on the hips. So we're going to do Purvottanasana. We're opening the front of the body, the east side of the body. So the wrist underneath the shoulders, turn the fingers out if you want, but fingers back is not a good position for the shoulders. So making sure fingers point straight ahead or out. Resist the position, fingers pointing back. We're going to lift the hips. 1 minute here. So we have 4 points of contact, both feet, both palms. See if you can lift, see if you can distribute the body weight evenly onto those 4 points of contact. And of course, if we feel less is more, we can always bring the hips down and rest earlier. Just another 10 seconds here. Very nice. We're bringing the hips down onto the back. Let's hug just the right leg. Open the right arm out to the side and a minute in our supine twist. Breathing in. Breathing out. So we may feel fatigue from that previous posture. Notice the quality of the pulsation into these areas that feel fatigue. Elongate the in-breath. Elongate the out-breath. Now, before we do the second twist, the twist on the second side, let's come onto our back, hug the knees, forehead towards the knees. Nice. Hands down to the side, flex the feet. For 1 minute, we'll do the bicycle. "30 seconds one way, 30 seconds the other way. Of course, we may choose to bring the legs more towards the ceiling. If we sense, again, less intensity is more beneficial. Let's go in the other direction, reverse the movement of the legs. 10 seconds here. And we're hugging that left leg, right foot at the bottom of the mat. Open the left arm out to the side and coming on to your twist here. Breathing with the awareness on the inner body. And we're going to roll onto the back and up to a seated position. So we're going to take, if you have padding here, place the padding to the side. Make sure you have nice sticky mat. And taking the socks, if you're like me, if you have socks, take them off. We're going to do side form plank, or carrot. I've renamed the plank pose carrot posture. I want you to see that it could be onto the hip and just lifting the legs this way, okay? It could even be onto that lower hip and just lifting one leg, that top leg, and then of course the option of lifting that lower leg, okay? So we're going to maybe choose the option to be on the form with the elbow underneath the shoulder, bent knees, feet flexed, and also a right angle at the ankle. And we're going to do 1 minute here. So whatever is in contact with the earth, there's this pressing down, grounding into the earth, and the rest of the body is lifting up. Can always be both knees bent. So we have 20 seconds remaining. Check the alignment, ears back in line with the spine so the throat, neck is neutral. Good. And slowly down. Nice. We're going to come to child's pose. Maybe the hips are up in the air. Gratitude for each of you being here today. Gratitude for the aliveness, that mysterious energy that allows us to perceive, to receive. So we'll do another 15 seconds of child's pose to be really even with that practice of 1 minute in each posture. Nice. So we're going to come to that second side. Maybe the second side looks different. Checking the alignment, especially here, neutral pelvis, shoulders, ears in alignment, flexion of the feet, and beginning here, lifting for 1 minute. And of course, there are some changes in the body. We're pressing down to lift the rest of the body up. Just 20 seconds remaining. Press down to lift up. Very aware of the breath, and within the breath, our prana, our vitality. Very nice. Come on to hands and knees. And for 1 minute, so we've really done it for 1 minute. Cat and cows. Exhale, gaze to the belly. This is our cat posture. And as we inhale, belly to the earth, this is our cow posture. Notice the movement within the pelvis and the sit bones. When belly is to the mat, the sit bones are wider apart. And when we exhale, gaze to the belly, we can feel the sit bones are closer together. One more breath. Nice, so that was 1 minute. We're going for you to choose puppy downward dog. If the back of the legs are very tight, it can be standing forward bend or downward facing dog. It can, of course, be any variation. We'll be here for 1 minute. So as we're holding, we may notice, oh, I need to make a subtle adjustment. Here, another 15 seconds. Nice. Coming to hands and knees. And we'll do onto the belly, exhale. And then inhale, cobra. And as we exhale, downward facing dog. So this is a vinyasa that flow to pacify the nervous system. Come onto the knees. So here, the right foot at the top of the mat. And then we're going to bring torso up, arms up, inhale. And we're twisting. The left hand is on the outside of the right leg, right arm to the back wall. 1 minute here. If we notice tightness in the front of the left hip, we could drop the hips down towards the earth. Maybe gazing at a point towards the back wall. Extending the right arm towards the back wall, as if we wanted to touch that back wall. Beautiful. Hands along the front foot. Inhale, carrot posture. So in between posture now, a little bit of flow. Crocodile, exhale. Inhale, cobra. Maybe an upper facing dog. Checking in with the inner body. And as we exhale, downward dog. So we're bringing the knees to the mat, and it's the left foot to the inside of our left hand. Bring the torso and arms up. Inhale. And then we're twisting, so it's the right hand outside the left knee and the left arm to the back wall. Breathing in. Breathing out. As we're holding the posture, there are changes that are happening. Noticing those changes. Nice. Hands along the front foot. Exhale. Inhale into our carrot posture. Exhale, crocodile. Inhale, your back bend of choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're stepping, walking to the top of the mat, feet hip width apart, and here, standing forward bend for 1 minute. So any arm variation. We can always, of course, make it very gentle, right? We want the practice to be nurturing, so explorative attitude. It doesn't have to be what we did last time. Listening to the inner body. Relaxing that upper body, nice. That was 1 minute. Hands to the outside of the feet. So let's step the right foot back and then the left foot back. Inhale in carrot posture. Exhale, crocodile. Inhale, a delicious back bend. Exhale, a delicious forward bend. So after this standing forward bend that was cooling, we can do a heating posture. Inhale, carrot, and then coming all the way onto the belly. We're going to do for 1 minute cobra. So hands maybe next to the ribs, maybe wider. Top of the feet pressed down. Make sure the top of the feet pressed down so much the knees are off the floor. And here we go. 1 minute of cobra. So we're lifting the torso. Make sure the neck is long. Very challenging posture. Make it work for you. Breathing evenly. Just another 20 seconds here. Nice. Exhale, release. Inhale, upper facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we need a cooling posture. Knees on the mat. Stepping the right foot to the inside of the right hand. Torso, arms up. And then we're twisting to the right side. Left arm crossing behind the back. And the left arm goes up. And we're twisting here. So the right shoulder goes back. It is lower than the left shoulder. Crescent moon. A twisted crescent moon, a different variation from the previous one. See if that left shoulder can be higher than the right shoulder. Breathing in. Breathing out. Awesome, everyone. Hands on either side of that right foot. So into plank. Carrot posture. Inhale. Exhale, crocodile. Maybe a baby crocodile. Inhale, your back bend. That one that feels delicious. And a forward bend also here that feels delicious. So we're taking knees to the mat or your way to bring the left foot to that inside of the left hand. Back knee down. Inhale, torso, arms up. The right arm stays up. The left arm crossing behind the back. And you can also always work with the block this way. Breathing in. Breathing out. So that left shoulder goes back and lower. Energy up and back through that right arm. exhale, hands along the front foot. Inhale, carrot posture. Exhale, baby crocodile or crocodile. Inhale into our delicious back bend. And as we exhale, delicious forward bend. So what we're going to do now is walk the hands back to the feet. Exhale, fold. Head relax and then come up. Torso, arms up. Inhale. And as we exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands at the heart. So we're going to do tree pose, balancing on the right foot, open that left leg out to the side. As we're holding, soft gaze at a point, down through that standing leg, up through the top of the head. Playfully here, celebrating who we are. And coming to mountain posture. Nice. Take a breath here. All the weight on the left foot. Gaze at a point. So maybe here what can help is a neutral pelvis, a little micro bend in that left knee. Gazing at a point, soft gaze. And we have 2 more long breaths here. Nice, beautiful mountain pose, hands to the heart. So next will be a little bit of a challenge because we're going to hold a regular carrot posture. So at the back of the mat, inhale, torso, arms up. And as we exhale, bend the knees, forward bending. Walk forward, inhale, and carrot posture. 1 minute here. Imagine a wall behind the heels. Now press the inner heels back so that more and more body weight is in the feet and the legs. These legs and feet knows how to carry our body weight. The front of the upper thighs and even shins are lifting up. The upper arms are hugging in towards the midline. So it's an action with muscles, that intention of hugging in to the midline. And we just have 10 seconds left. I was talking to make this 1 minute go a little faster. Nice, knees to the mat. So what we're going to do is puppy downward facing dog. It can be Anahatasana, melting heart posture, where the hips goes back and the arms are straight. Make sure it's okay on your shoulder joints. 1 minute here. So we're balancing form and formlessness. We're balancing engagement and relaxation. We're balancing coolness with warmth. Relaxing the head completely. Nice. So, onto the belly. We're going to do the grasshopper. Arms can be in a T shape along the ears towards the back wall. Your choice. The forehead can also be on the mat at all time. It can be fingertips this way on the outside, and we're lifting the whole body for 1 minute here. As we're holding, of course, we're very receptive. So if we notice we need to work differently, we're doing so. Long, even breath. Make sure the shoulders are higher or same height as ankles. Nice, and release. Awesome job. Hands next to the ribs. Inhale, cobra or upper facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So what we're going to do is a twisted downward dog, and we don't do this too often. So notice we're going to turn to the right side. The right leg can be tiny bent in the right knee, but a deep bend in the left knee for 1 minute. So the legs, especially the left leg, is deeply bent. The right foot turns to the right side. So the feet are turning to the right side. Bend the legs, buttocks somewhat towards the heels. So it's a twisted downward dog. Press down through the palms. Draw the hips back. And relaxing. So there's some work to hold the posture, but see if you can also relax. 10 more seconds here. And we're going to drop on the outer left hip. So we're sitting on the mat. Woohoo! Sitting on the mat. Revolving head towards knee posture. We're bending here the left leg, the right leg is straight. Open the torso towards the left leg and the right arm over if you would like to. So we can always create a support with the right hand underneath the head. And if the left arm over the here, it's a lot, we can relax that left arm. Breathing in. Breathing out. Very nice. So we're coming to carrot posture. Inhale. Exhale, crocodile. Inhale, upper facing dog or your delicious back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. So twisted downward dog. Bend the knees. Turn legs, feet to the left side, hips towards the left side. Deeply bend the right leg. Most of the body weight is in the right hand. Breathing here. The hips towards the heels. There's a little bend in that left leg. And a deep bend in the right leg. All the weight on the left foot. The right heel is off the ground as we're bending that right leg. Head relaxed. And coming to sit on that outer right hip. The left leg is straight. We're opening the torso towards the right leg. Inhale tall. And then over the left leg, we can bend the left arm. Have a support. I meant to say the right arm. Weight of the head can be supported by the hand. Breathing. Relaxing. Nice. Inhale, come up. We're going to cross, actually first carrot posture. Inhale. Exhale, crocodile. Inhale, your delicious back bend. Lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's walk the feet to the outside of the hands and squatting. Maybe a minute here. Option as soon as we feel it's a lot. We're sitting on the mat, heels a little bit ahead of the hips, and we're holding. So if squatting suddenly feels a lot, this is very beneficial posture. Just being here. Very in tune with what's going on. We have another 15 seconds here. Not important how it looks. What's important is that we feel the flow of the energy in the body is free and the posture is nurturing out of this. Great. So what we're going to do is take your blanket and we're creating a nice roll with the blanket. And I meant to have it this way, crossing the mat, so that roll is perpendicular to our mat. If you notice coolness like me, adding layers. I know it's humid today, so doesn't take much for us to feel warm. We're going to take arms along the ears. And soles of the feet together, knees apart. And we'll be here for 1 minute. As we're sensing, listening to the inner knowing, of course, changing the posture if suddenly that inner knowing guides us towards something different. As you remain in this position with the blanket underneath the middle of the torso, a little bit more up towards underneath the shoulder blades, let's hug the right, I meant to say, hug both knees, still with the blanket, and then bring both knees to the left side and open that right arm out. 1 minute here. Now gradually letting the breath breathe itself. We can feel here the physical forms of body, physical body, thoughts, emotions, settling into presence. letting go. We're rolling onto the back and knees to the right side. Open the left arm out and 1 minute here. Of course, make this yours. Breathing in. And even more, letting go, releasing. Form dimension, melting into the support underneath us. Eyes can be closed. Nice. So we're going to roll onto the side. Move perhaps the blanket to be underneath the knees. If you enjoy the blanket underneath the spine, absolutely. Maybe remaining the way you are, maybe the rolled blanket lengthwise underneath the spine. Shavasana, neutral position with the whole body, opening the arms, palms up to receive the sunlight. Thank you for your practice. Gratitude for each of you. Gratitude for the luminous nature. May all expressions of that luminous nature be safe, healthy, at peace, free and joyful in the whole cosmos.